Hello and welcome to CX Today. I'm Rhys Fisher, Deputy Editor, and today I'm going to be speaking with Mackenzie Ellis, a Solutions Specialist at ComputerTalk. Mackenzie, thanks for joining me. How are you doing?
Doing really good. Thanks for having me today here, Rhys. I'm excited to dive into the topic of AI and agents in the contact center space.
Yeah, absolutely the same. So like you said, that's kind of what we're going to be looking at today, really examining that relationship between AI and humans, which has been, I suppose, a little contentious within the CX and customer service sector lately. So could you maybe start just by talking about how you see the relationship between agents and AI evolving right now?
Yeah, definitely. So I think a big old fear was that AI will replace agents. But really, the current reality is that AI is really a support for agents. It's not replacing them. And it's being seen as an assistant, or I'm seeing a lot in the market the term co-pilot for agents. And it's really being integrated into their desktop to help them with things like maybe suggesting real-time responses, screen popping contextual information about the customer or member, doing that note taking for them, maybe even translating languages in real time so they don't have to know or hire, businesses don't have to hire agents with different languages to support with things in detecting sentiment. So really AI, this old fear that it will replace the agents is slowly coming around to, okay, AI is really going to help me on a day-to-day with my tasks, or it can even help with the frontline repetitive tasks that agents maybe don't want to waste their time doing. So we're seeing a big shift in AI handling first level triage and then escalating to humans, or doing 24/7 support, so those off hours that maybe agents don't want to do. And most importantly, handling those routine, mundane tasks like maybe a password reset or doing an order status. So that's where we're really seeing the shift with AI evolving and in supporting agents today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're seeing that, across the board, like you said. You mentioned there the idea of AI sort of as a co-pilot. Could you maybe talk about what that looks like, sort of in a real contact center scenario?
Yeah, definitely. And I love that the industry has started calling AI a co-pilot because it really reflects a supportive, collaborative role. And really, like I said earlier, AI isn't replacing people, it's working alongside them to enhance their capabilities, like a co-pilot. So it's interesting that this term has really taken over, and it's helping ease a lot of businesses and agents' minds that I'm not going to lose my job. AI is actually here to help me. And there's so many AI tools in the contact center space today. At ComputerTalk, we've really taken the role as consultants and collaborators with our accounts when it comes to their roadmap and their AI journey. And where I see the fastest adoption is within Agent Assist. So agents basically having an assistant, as I said before, to help with those mundane tasks um, that are coming through. So if we take a call, for example, I'll give you a real-time scenario of how this agent assistant's coming in. The first thing that the bot can do is authenticate who that caller is before it even goes to a live agent. And it can do this by looking up the customer in a CRM, ticketing system, or ERP. And then it'll ask for the reason that the caller's calling. If the bot can resolve it, maybe it's updating the status of a ticket, then they'll do that right then and there, and that's one less call that can go to a live agent. But if it can't resolve the issue, then it can package those details up and send it to the agent, so the agent has a summary of why the caller is calling, who the caller is, and maybe some history. Is this the first time they're calling? Is this the fifth time they're calling today? To really help with that overall experience and shift away from the who am I speaking with, or what can I help you with today, and providing that the best experience. So we're seeing AI help package that and deliver it. And then during the call, we're also seeing the AI support in real time with, okay, here are some suggestions on how to handle a caller that maybe is more aggressive, or here's a knowledge base article on how to take a payment correctly. So that's where we're seeing the AI come in as an assistant and support them through that call with those repetitive tasks. And then post-call, where we're seeing AI come in and help as a co-pilot, is doing the note-taking for them, summarizing those calls, and extracting key details about why the caller is calling so that the business can take that information and make strategic decisions on how they need to evolve the business and spend more time either training agents or adding more allocation towards different subjects or products that they're trying to push and sell. So that was a long-winded answer for you on AI and Copilot, but yeah, any thoughts on that or things that you want me to dive a little deeper into?
No, first of all, I wouldn't have called it long-winded at all. I think it was a really nice kind of overview of, like you described, those real-world examples of how this technology is actually working kind of at the coalface to help agents. Yeah, so I think it was a really nice run through there. But it did make me want to kind of move on to maybe talk a little bit more specifically about the agent's experience working with AI. How do you find agents are responding to these tools now? Are they seeing AI as helpful, like you've outlined there, or are they perhaps still seeing it a little bit as a threat?
I think the slower adoption with AI has really helped in businesses really taking a step back and making a strategic plan with how they're rolling it out to customers and also that change management. A lot of the focus was on, okay, how do we get this AI on our website as a chatbot? How do we make sure that it's delivering the correct information through there? How do we add agent assist for agents? And they were missing a really key component of the change management and training agents on how they can confidently work with AI tools. So this has also slowly been introduced in the implementation plan, which I think is key and so important. And that'll help with the challenge that agents are having around trusting AI and seeing it as a true assistant. So I think that's a huge component that's being added in is the change management and training. And then the trust. Agents really need to trust AI recommendations. And I find that businesses really need to be transparent that they're using these AI tools. So that's where I'm seeing some challenges for agents that businesses are doing a really good job overcoming. And some benefits that I've been seeing with the evolving relationship with AI is really reducing agent burnout from some of those repetitive tasks. We're seeing faster resolution times in contact centers. So that's making happier customers and the agents are able to move to the next interaction a lot quicker. They're able to improve their consistency in the service delivery. So businesses love when the same message is being given for different questions coming in and they're following standard procedures. And at the end of the day, AI is just really helping with that higher customer satisfaction. The market today, there's so many of the same products out there. And the true reason why customers are loyal is because of that experience that they have with the business. So I think at the end of the day, that's really the true value that AI is helping agents with, is providing that great customer experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. I suppose so far we've kind of spoke almost exclusively about kind of where the technology is right now. So just looking ahead, what role do you see AI playing perhaps in shaping the agent experience over the next few years?
That's a great question. So one area that I'm really excited seeing more attention in is smarter onboarding and training. I find that there's not enough time spent on training agents and preparing them to go out into the field. And AI is really going to deliver more personalized onboarding plans for agents. And it'll personalize it based off of their strengths and their gaps and their learning styles. We're learning so quickly that not only in school that people learn better based off of different styles, but that's also in the workforce as well. So having those smarter, personalized onboarding and training is really going to help. Having simulated interactions that are powered by AI, so things like role playing before they get out there, will help build their confidence, which will automatically help with that customer experience. And then the real-time coaching and feedback is going to be huge. We found over the years that supervisors simply just don't have time to review every call and give that core feedback that they need to their teams to allow them to strive and allow the agent's voice to actually be heard. So onboarding is going to enhance with AI, and then also that performance insight and coaching, which I'm really looking forward to. So that's everything from live suggestions from the AI and bot themselves, maybe giving them suggestions on the next best response, or nudging them on how to improve their tone, pace, or adherence, to automatically flagging coaching moments for supervisors. So instead of them going through listening to random calls and evaluating them, which takes so much time, AI can evaluate all those calls, pick the perfect one, and send it to that supervisor to do an evaluation so they can sit down and really coach the agent after the interaction and give them the tools that they need to provide the best feedback. So that's where I'm seeing, when I look ahead, a very positive aspect for training and coaching within the space. And then one jump further that we're also starting to see is personalized agent experiences. So it's not just about personalizing the customer experience, but where we're going to find the retention in agents in the contact center space is to keep them happy. So how do we keep them happy, especially with more workforces working from home and maybe them being siloed? It's creating maybe dynamic dashboards tailored to each of their workflows. Like I said before, preferred learning modules. So the learning doesn't end just during onboarding. It's important to constantly keep delivering them videos or AI coaching throughout their whole time with the business, and really shifting their recommendations based off of their performance and behavior. Everyone is unique. They want to be treated uniquely, not just customers, but agents as well. So that's really we're looking ahead. I'm seeing a lot of value in the contact center space is the smarter onboarding, coaching, and the lower turnover and higher retention for agents, and giving them those personalized experiences.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think that learning, training, coaching kind of aspect of AI is often a little bit overlooked. But like you said, it could be a massive part. I like that sort of comparison you made with school, because I think it's easy as kind of adults and professionals to think you finish your school, you finish your college, kind of your learning phase is almost over. But the way technology evolves, especially in this sector, you need to be continuously learning, really. So I think that's a really
Yeah. Yeah, and with AI, I find you think of AI and businesses are saying, how can AI support my customers? But the shift has now been, how can AI support my employees? Because my employees are the heart of our business. That's why people love us. So how can we empower them to love their jobs and provide the best experience? So it's been interesting seeing that shift. And from myself at ComputerTalk, working on the technology side, seeing the development and the such neat tools that we're coming up with to support agents a lot better in that onboarding and ongoing coaching, and soon to be personalized agent experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's kind of a perfect way to end our chat about that relationship with human and AI. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Mackenzie. I think that's been a really interesting discussion. I'm sure our audience are going to get a lot from it.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me here today.
No, not at all. You're welcome back anytime. And I'd also like to quickly just thank our viewers as well for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe to the channel. And remember, you can visit cxtoday.com for more stories like these. Until next time, thank you for watching.